guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, if all goes to plan, you'll actually be watching this video. If it doesn't go to plan, I guess I'm just wasting my time. Anyway, it's the middle of winter. It is one of the nicer days so far. It's about 20-something degrees out. Really about one of my only chances. It's been down in the single digits here lately, and I have something that I need to work on to get to something else. I need to go outside and work on my old 79 F150. Now, I've already done a little bit of it. Yesterday was actually really nice out, but I had to work, so I didn't get a chance to do anything until it was already late. It was dark out, it was starting to get cold, so I didn't do a whole lot of filming, but I'll kind of catch you up to speed here. Well, since the last time you guys might have seen this truck, it was probably a few years ago. I did a couple videos on this thing, got it back up and running, driving, cleaned it up, did a little bit of maintenance and work on the thing, and long story short, the transmission has been going out in it for years, and until I could really get that fixed, I kind of ended up just parking it again, and we're right back in the same boat where I was before. Unfortunately, some critters got underneath this thing, chewed up some wiring to the air ride on it, so I can't air the thing up, and then at that point, it's not drivable at all. So what I got going on right now is I got the truck jacked up and got some jack stands under there, and hopefully I'm going to try and roll under this thing and fix that wiring, and hopefully all the critters are gone. I left it sit overnight like that, so hopefully everybody's been evicted from there. Anyway, I'm going to try and get this air ride fixed up. I'm going to try and get the truck back up and running, and yeah, we'll see where we get. So anyway, I'm going to get some warmer clothes on and go try and roll out underneath this thing. Bring you guys under here. So the problem with parking an air ride vehicle, especially one that lays on the ground outside, is that all these leaves collect underneath it. And what happens when all these leaves collect underneath it is that makes a real nice home for rodents and whatnot. And there's my problem right there. So I need to get under here, patch this wiring back up. There's a little bit here, a little bit there. All that needs to go back together. I'll probably end up cutting all these butt connectors out, using some better weatherproof ones, and then maybe tape it or put some conduit or something over it to help protect it for next time. So I'm going to do that. That's going to be super hard to film, but let's get this patch back up. All right, before I get cracking into that, and plus I want to warm up a little bit, I brought the battery, the old 65 series there, over to my battery charging station. And, nothing brings around a frozen battery quite like the old solid state. So I'm going to get this thing cranking on there. Hopefully, I got enough Ford junk laying around here that I have plenty of 65 series batteries. So worst case, if I can't bring that one back around, I may snag something out of, I don't know, something else. Anyway, yeah. Garage is trashed right now because it's winter and I have everything stuffed inside and about 10 different projects going. So I'm going to get this thing hooked up, see where we can get with that. Also, a quick pro tip, if you guys are like me and you go through a lot of these, Harbor Freight kits, I like these clamps a lot, but you end up with these boxes, and they make great storage containers for other stuff. So I also go through a ton of these, weather-tight, heat-shrink butt connectors, and they make for an awesome little case for those things. So you can just grab it, throw it in your bag, and go, there we go. And I'm also just sitting here soaking up the heater a little bit because, did I mention it's like 20 degrees outside? It's cold. My fingers are frozen. Anyway, back to work. Well, the jack's going to be stuck there for a minute. Let's get this stuff out of the way. Alright, battery charged-ish. Let's give this thing a shot. I haven't put any gas in it, you know, any of that. Got, of course, zero fuel pressure. Cobwebs everywhere, so all good signs. Let's see what he does. Oh, the jack's stuck in it. Definitely got fuel to it because it's leaking out of the bowl like crazy. So that's a good sign. Let's give it another round. Lost everything. Lost power. Oh. That might be the reason why they say don't just crank it over forever, but yeah, crap. Now I'm gonna have to put negative terminal on this thing. But definitely getting fuel to it. It's leaking out of it. Fuel gauge, or fuel pressure gauge, not working, so that's ideal. And yeah, maybe I do this and a jump pack combination, something like that. Alright, well, I tightened up the bowl screws, did some cleaning, terminal cleaning, breaking loose like grounds and all that stuff. And hopefully I got good connection now. Threw the jump pack on here just in case. I'm going to give this thing another shot. Still not showing any fuel pressure, but as you can see, I definitely have fuel. So, let me give this thing a little snore to some juice here. See if maybe that'll help it. Let's spin this key. Oh, come on. Oh, almost. Oh. It's alive. Well, kind of. I'm sure hoping that oil pressure comes up. Fuel gauge is showing nothing, but you know, that's probably a wiring issue as well. It's running. Tach still works at least. Is it gonna idle? Oh, it's idling. Beautiful. The old 460 doesn't want to wake up, but guess what? You're gonna. It is. You can't hardly see that. It's cold out. It's like 20 something degrees. Let's see if the compressor will fire up. It kind of sounds like it's running. Hard to tell. Anyway, I'm gonna let this thing warm up for a minute, see if I can get some air in the system, and see if I can't get this thing up off the ground and get my jack out from under it. Fingers crossed. oil pressure came up. Temp's starting to come up. It's charging. Still don't show any fuel in the tank, but like I said, I imagine that's probably a wiring issue because they chewed all that wiring that runs right along the frame. So I just fixed everything that would make it run and get up in the air. So otherwise, all the valves are working. Track's building air pressure. Yep. Coming up. Awesome. Well, with the truck running, it's time to take it out for a drive. Maybe its last one, question mark. Anyway, we'll jam this thing right on the road and get it to where it needs to go. Just enjoy it for a little bit here. All right, well, made it to its destination for now. We'll leave it here and we'll get back to you. Oh well. Go, but love to watch it leave. Well, long story short, I ended up trading the truck for a new hot rod. This one needs a lot of work. It's got a long ways to go, but it is super clean and well worth it. I'm happy. So anyway, I hope you guys stick around for some upcoming videos on this thing. I'm gonna fix it up as best as I can anyway, and just have some fun with it. So if you like the video, like the new car, don't forget, like and subscribe to the channel to follow along with everything. Thanks for watching.